Hi guys, welcome back. Another episode in the Infinite Gaming server. This is number 18. As always, it's Graham here. We're hanging out in our Nether home, and yeah, I've done some work here. Um, I don't know. I can't seem to find something that works for this. But down here looks pretty cool. This is the tunnel that our airlock runs through. Um, Yeah, kind of like that. I'm really like the differentiation between the white X like that and the red things. That kind of just seems intuitive, I guess, for coming in and out of the airlock. You can tell which doors open, which doors closed really easily. Um, but as far as the actual design, I kind of don't like having this, just a stock black wool texture like that. I think we can do better than that. I kind of like the white recessed stuff. I like this a little more. This is diorite. Never remember the two, which one's which. But yeah, that's kind of what the general theme is going to be for an airlock. And I like the doors. I do like them like that. Um, Overall, I just can't find something that works. This is how I started. The same thing with the white recessed wool there, but um, it's okay. But we end up with this black wool texture right up against us too, and I don't like that. Um, Sometimes I tried the diorite and andesite behind. I tried the wool inside, and none of it just really clicks. This red glass with the black and red wool is kind of okay, but it leaves us with this up top because there's no those are the same blocks. So and that's pretty hideous. So I don't know. I'm kind of at like a writer's block. It kind of seems like everything I try is no better than anything else. So um, yeah, I'm gonna keep plugging away on that and see what happens. And at some point, I'm just gonna have to give up and just leave it with something. I overwork things to death usually and get nothing done, which is a shame because we got really lucky with this floor pattern. Just how well it works out having the black wool underneath the black glass. I think that's just really polished. And even to a certain extent, just the gray glass I think is very suiting for what we want. I think it works quite well. I haven't done anything with her roof yet. It's on my to-do list, but um, so yeah, that's what's happening there. There's no real progress at all, but I don't know. We'll just have to find something and stick with it for a little while. So out here, let's see if I can get up here. I slabbed all of our redstone, almost all of our redstone. Oh wow, I missed a bunch of them. Any others? Don't think so. I was pretty thorough. I thought at least, but yeah, it works really well. The redstone all still works, and we haven't seen any pigmen spawning back here for a while, so it's been good. And I haven't quite done this side yet. I've done some of it, but there's still some holes. But today, what I want to work on is getting ourselves a train running. I was just playing around kind of with the design, in kind of sticking with our off symmetrical theme. I could very easily just kind of run the rail up the center and have our pathway go into the thing right on the center, but that's not exactly what I want. I want it to be just a little bit off symmetrical and a little bit windy and curvy and stuff like that. Yeah, we're gonna have our station here, and it's gonna kind of make a U-turn, come out, and this is where it comes into the station, or into the station, not the train station, but into the station itself. Then we come across here. To about this point, you're gonna have to go down one. Like that. then we're down to the roof in the Nether here, and this is the level that we're going to be running at for the most part, and that'll kind of give you that cinematic view as you approach our house here. So yeah, so as you kind of come in up a little bit in through a bit of a tunnel, and it's going to open up just a little bit. Pardon me. Pardon me, guys. I just had to take a pause there. So we're gonna run at this level for the most part. Gonna come across and up right about here in through a bit of a tunnel, and it's gonna open up just a little bit, but not by too much. For the most part, this is down here is gonna be really tight, to the point of running our. Go away, you. I don't know why, but I have an obsession with pushing those guys off platforms. It's just really fun to hear them squeal without them attacking you. So the part down there is going to be really tight, to the point of where our head is going to be running through glass, just so we don't get any pigment spawning. And then once we come up here, it's going to open up just a little bit. You know, maybe 3x3 or so, kind of like that. But then as you come into here, this is going to open up just a little bit more into a bit of an opening. But yeah, that's the plan for our rail. I'm quite preferential to one-way rails. Like, I really prefer to have two tracks going in unison, side by side. And then with your gold rails, you can stagger detectors on either side. I don't have any on me, but if those slabs are detector rails, that means that it's the gold tracks are only ever powered when there's a train going the one way along it, and that works really well for anywhere that you have really long distances to go, and pigmen are going to spawn on your tracks. Because when a pigment stops you on the track, pushes you backwards, this gold rail is going to stop you because you're not going the right direction. It's not really a requirement for us because we're going to be so short of a distance, first of all, and we're also going to have a pigment proof track, at least down here, so that's not going to be too big of a deal. And the real reason that we're not going to do it is because of over here. When I initially cut the hole in the roof of the Nether, I cut it so that I could have a track come up, and then our house is centered right on where that track is going to be running. So if we were going to stagger two tracks to have it look right, would need to go on either side. And coming this way isn't too bad. We could very easily move a couple of these ones out. But to do this side, we'd basically be starting all over, just the way that the trees grow and stuff like that. This side would pretty much be from square one. We'd be having to put our trees. I do have the dirt on me. Like, we need to be starting here and working our way down through a lot of bedrock. And that's, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 hours of work or something like that to do by the time you grow the trees and chop them all down, and you make a little bit headway here and there. So anyways, that's something I'm willing to compromise on. Is just to run a single track rather than do that. If we were to off center and come down so that our second rail ran here, it wouldn't be so bad, just because that's the way I cleared out the trees. But again, you know, that's just a compromise, and at the end of the day, having a single rail versus two is not really a big deal. Um, so pretty well the next thing to do is kind of to, well, I guess I have our wall up to this point, don't I? Okay, so it needs to run here. You know what, I'm still gonna have to use detector rails anyways. I was just thinking about how we're gonna power our gold rails, and I can't really power these blocks from underneath. So it'd either mean we need to come up one extra block. That wouldn't be that big of a deal actually. Or just use detector rails, which I think we'll do. Okay, so that's the planned track up to there. I think at this point, replace all these. Should be one more. So I think at this point, so my plan up to this point is to have it encased in glass, just so you're able to look out and kind of gain a sense of where you are and stuff like that. I think at this point though, we're going to encase it. Up to this point, we're going to encase it in wool. Just so you're when you're going through the roof of the Nether here, you're not really gaining a sense of what you're doing. So, anyways, I'm just gonna keep working away on this, guys. Let me get away from these cows because they're getting pretty loud. Yeah, that's the plan. Lots of stuff to do. Let me just kind of plug away at some stuff, and I'll come back and show you guys here how we make out in a bit. Hi guys, welcome back. Yeah, I've done a bit of work here, guys. It's the next day, yeah, I just didn't have a chance to record up until now. So let's go take a look at what I've been up to. Yeah, look at that. That's one of those things. Those are a pain in the butt to make too. There's a couple of posts on Reddit on how to make them, but they're still really easy to screw up. So yeah, let's the inspiration for this. There's a town up a little bit further up the highway I live on, and they have something similar where it's the letters on each of the opposite corners there, but they have it so there's a TWIGNS like this too. So no matter which way you're driving, you can see it. But yeah, anyways, I like that. I think it actually really helps to blend without the letters there. It's quite a stark contrast between the hub pod, I think is how I call them, and this. And this is I don't know, actually I'm pretty happy how this turned out. This kind of seems similar to what our house is like, except this is a little bit random, still patterns, but yeah, it's just a little bit chaotic and a little bit different than what I'm used to, and I kind of like that. So, and I think it really does give a good introduction to what our house colors and stuff like that are. So let's yeah, that's not quite complete, but I think that's gonna be the thing we're gonna stick with. I'm gonna add one or two more patterns in, but decently happy with it. So let's go up this way just a little bit, and come up this kind of really dark tunnel. And that's exactly how I want it. That really kind of alleviates the thoughts of heading through the bedrock ceiling, and that's kind of the difference. I just hopped on, so these guys are checking out what we've been doing and stuff like that. That really kind of hides the fact that you're going through the bedrock ceiling until you're up here. It's kind of like it's kind of a really nice transition, at least for me. And then you come along the straight platform, and it's just going to be this profile here. With the black glass in the middle, and the point of that is what you're gonna see is like this, with the outside gray glass, just like this. You're not gonna be able to see the black glass because your head's gonna be stuck in it, and that so yeah, the sight line is like that. But what actually that black glass is doing is preventing pigmen from spawning. And that, there's none on our track right now, but that happens pretty frequently. So, yeah, the black glass is there to prevent the pigmen from spawning. They can still spawn on the rails, even though they're there. But yeah, the problem I'm having, and I spent far too much time trying to figure this out, is the inclines here, like this over here, have kind of a weird problem because the track is actually sitting on the block that's at our feet here. To run the glass here still gives a too high area for the pigment to spawn. But if you run it one lower, then our carts can't pass. So I don't have a good answer for how to fix that right now. So yeah, I think for the time being, all we're going to do is just leave the inclines themselves open, and at least the middle section will be plugged from stopping the pigment. And if you have a problem, at least you're right at the hub or right at the house, and you can kind of deal with it. I have a secondary hole down through the roof here, and I'm gonna do something with a ladder just so we have kind of an escape route, I guess. Yeah, that's kind of the plan. Haven't really accomplished anything up there yet. It's just got the tracks in and all that stuff. So, and yeah, the plan is to come. Oh, that is loud. Sorry, guys. At least for me, I'm not sure what it exactly sounds like for you, but I will know later. So yeah, the other incline comes up here. This one's going to be through glass, and it's going to transition at this end here into our house. This is the block where we come in. So this is going to transition into more of an open tunnel. It's still going to be cut off a little bit, but it's going to be like this with the slabs, probably a glass, and then probably a wall, something like that. And then we're up to our train platform. So that's the plan. A lot more work to be done here, guys, but it's all just kind of place some blocks and stuff like that. So there's nothing really interesting. But yeah, let me chip away at it a bit more, and I'll come back with you guys and kind of show you what the progress is at the end. So yeah, give me a sec here, guys, and I'll be back. Hi guys, welcome back. We're playing around outside of our airlock here, just playing around with the wall patterns and stuff like that. And I think I think we're getting there. I'm not quite happy, but I returned to the andesite, the diorite, and the wool, and this is a lot better than where we were out here. So that yeah, I'm getting happy with this, at least. I'm not perfectly content yet, but it's a step in the right direction. Pardon me. I think I'm gonna have to call the episode here, guys. Real life's kind of taken over, and I'm running out of time, so it's not really complete. I apologize for that. But yeah, that's about all I'm gonna have time to share with you guys. Oh yeah, let's do that. Go inside and grab some redstone because we need a button there to function our airlock. Oh, and that is hideous. Okay, it did work, but yeah, that button's not staying there. That's hideous. Give me that. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to do something with that too. Actually, that's not so bad. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I kind of apologize because it's not complete here, guys. But I hope you enjoyed the episode. I really appreciate you guys watching, and hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care, guys.